Michelle? Michelle, are you there? Are you alright? Get up, Michelle, please. You are not unconscious. You are having a vivid flashback. Technically yeah, flashback, actually. I was gonna say flash forward, but no. So you just collapse under seeing the sun blaring bright on your skin, and you're carried inside for the rest of the night. I wonder, like, as I brought up before, I wonder if this actually will help, I guess, give more sympathy from Yukimaza to you. So, he would hear you out. Oh, thank goodness, you're awake. Did I pass out? The sun was too blinding. Again, we need to find whoever invented sunglasses and just literally just crack the whip and tell them make them sooner. You're awake. Are you okay? Did you hit your head? Nelly, you gave everyone a big scare, dearest Michelle. All of a sudden, you were just on the ground. Just it's like you just blink. Michelle just standing up, blink on the ground. There's like not even a fall. Are you feeling unwell? No, I just have a natural sensitivity to sunlight. I apologize for any concern I caused you. I'm trying to think, like, how long were you outside that much, honestly? I mean, I guess you're outside helping the festival, but then I thought you went inside to talk to the nun a bit. So you were in the shade for quite a bit for how long the conversation went, then went back outside, and then you went dizzy? So, like, don't know exactly how that pans out. Like, you just had a headache helping with the festivities, and, like, even the shade didn't help from talking inside? Okay. Sorry for worrying you too, Giselle. And for that rather shameful display. Face planting into the mud! No need to apologize. You said you're sensitive to sunlight. I'm just glad you're alright, Michelle. If anything, I should be the one apologizing for putting so much pressure on you. I had no idea it was so bright out. Well, you already explained that you didn't notice it was that bright. The sun, obviously, is too far away for your eyes to see. Like, it's still interesting, like, technically, like, from the sound of it, maybe, Gisella's seeing from Michelle's eyes. Like, she's still probably seeing through her own kind of vision. Like, obviously the sun will be more, bright, and, sensitive for Michelle because, literally, again, like, he's pale, he's, like, albinism, but Giselle, like, wasn't born with that, and it seems like she didn't even notice that looking through his eyes, so... Huh. As long as you're not sick or anything. It's like you're feeling better now? My head still hurts a little, but yes, I'm fine. What time is it? It's time for you to get a watch, son! Almost supper time. Which means I better get back to the cottage. Was I really out that long? At least you woke up before supper. I should get going, though. See you tomorrow, Michelle. Good night, Nelly. Tomorrow is a day before Morgana's supposed to die. And unless you get up right now and talk to Yukimaza again right now, right this very instance, then yeah, this is not gonna work. If we're supposed to do one person per day, and if we cram 2 people into tomorrow, then oh boy, this is not gonna work. Our time is limited enough as it is. So just get up, like rise from your bed like a zombie, like a vampire, I guess you could say, and then just walk out the door and go on a night in the town and talk to those 2 people. Honestly, how would you even find Jacopo, honestly? I assume Jacopo usually comes here at night, I think they said, right? But where would be another good place to find him in this area? Like, if he's a lord, does that mean... Does he live nearby? Or does he live a ways off? I can't remember if they said he was close or not. Giselle? I saw Morgana. In my head, in my flashback, future vision. What do you mean? How? I don't know if it was a world of her creation or simply a dream, but in it, I spoke with Morgana, and she was still alive. What was she like? Not like the Morgana we know now, not someone who seems to feed off hatred. Well, you just literally saw the past version of stuff before. So many people wronged her, and imprisoned her for years, and siphoning blood. the red milk off of her, so yeah. So she really was a saint in life, like Mel described her. Though I got the impression being a saint was more like a chain around her ankle, the only way she was able to derive meaning from her life. Yeah, from just everything going on, honestly, and what we know about her backstory, like when she was at the shack giving medicine to people, she didn't really have anyone to talk to. She didn't have any kind of support system or anyone to talk to make friends with. And even then, like it took a while just for her to let her guard down with Mel, honestly, from everything that happened. And then even that was that trust was dashed, honestly. So I don't really blame her for like maybe being a bit listless or like doubling down on those duties, honestly. If you have nothing else left to live for, I might as well latch on what you can, what you do have. Not to mention the utter sense of solitude brought about by the knowledge that no one like her would ever come into her life. Do you think she wanted to break free from the chains then? Even if she were able to, she'd never be able to return to anything resembling normal. Yeah, just from what happened before, burning, from the brothel burning down and everything else, like how she looks now, even like I guess her like scabbing herself and cutting herself just to let blood out for some medicinal, like yeah, she's be around people who are very more understanding or like are completely fine just seeing like her face and how her body looks from that, like how I guess how some people would say was grotesque. That's probably the only way she'll live a relatively normal life, but I doubt that would be a thing back in these times. Much like I never will have a normal body. Although... Oh, you're awake. That's good. What, you came to check up on me? Well, yeah, Michelle, you collapsed! What do you mean? Basic human kindness! Don't act so surprised. Oh, wait, yeah, I forgot. You're not used to it. Okay, never mind. Carry on, Michelle. I'm plenty capable of showing concern for others. Maybe. That said, no, it's actually not why I'm here. I don't care about what happened to you. You don't deserve any pity. He looks pale. What happened? I know you're not feeling well, but if you're up to it, would you mind joining me for supper? Wait, do you dine with Yukimazu or Takapo? Oh. I don't know why he would make such a big deal about asking me to. He's the one asking. Oh, wait. No, it is Yukimazu. Oh my gosh, we made an impression. We made an impression. Yeah. Networking. In the weirdest ways possible. I think he's getting suspicious. I see. I apologize for not handling my encounter with him better. Don't be. If he was sure I was playing him, I wouldn't be here. Just be him right there in the corner, just him the red milk flowing onto the ground. Red paint everywhere on the floor. So don't blame yourself. Though, I would still appreciate it if you came. Well, I guess if Yukimazu was inviting him, then I'd still say it's a good impression. Even if it's meant to be like, sort of interrogation or ask more follow-up questions. It still means you're kind of still in a good standing. In a roundabout way. Turning him down would only give him more reason to be suspicious. Sure enough. I'll do my best to not let anything slip. You try and do the same, alright? Just bust through the door. I know the blood is actual blood. Of course. Well, let's get going then. Could the nun have told him what I said to her? Whatever this is about, we don't want to keep him waiting. Be on your guard. I will. Here he is. Oh, here he is. I see that. I've been waiting. You have eyes? I saved you a couple of seats, so go on. Sit down. Ooh! Ooh, this is a nice CG. What are you eating? Is that some stew? Nice. Why are you only eating bread? Do you only enjoy eating flesh and drinking thy blood? What are we eating? This is unbearable. It's only been 5 seconds. Let the comfortable silence sit out for another few minutes and then just crash and die from the awkwardness. What's the matter, Mal? You barely touched your food. Lost your appetite? I've never been a very big eater. No? Then why don't you give the rest to your friend here? It's a bit bland, but it's passable. Wouldn't you say? This pressure is nothing if not overwhelming. How does he expect anyone to eat with air so tense? Well, I mean, if the air is that foreboding, then it's all just emanating from him. His aura is off the charts. And Mel refuses to even look at him. Considering he's the reason Mel's involved in this at all. I can understand not wanting to make eye contact. Yeah, there's probably like still some animosity between the two of them. Maybe probably mostly in Mel's side. Like Yukimaza probably just like only just associates it as all business. Literally just from what we known about him so far. Or even be in the same room. Are you not gonna eat either? Well, if I can actually get some food, I can nom some bits, I guess. Don't worry, there's no poison in it. The thought never even crossed my mind. Why would you think I would be concerned about my meal being poisoned? It was only a joke. I don't see the Lord anywhere. He's gone back to his manor. I thought you were his bodyguard. He's a lord. He has more than one guard. Why did you invite us to supper? Is there any reason I shouldn't have? To be nice. There are plenty. Such as? Like... I imagine anyone would feel a bit overwhelmed dining with the Lord's personal bodyguard. Like that. In fact, I'm surprised you two knew each other at all. Let alone were on good enough terms to share supper together. You haven't told this man anything, have you, Mel? Nothing. All I told him was that you were the Lord's bodyguard. I see. The ruse is working! We're flying under the radar! No suspicion here! No suspicion here! You want to know what kind of terms we're on? What? We're accomplices. Oh, you're literally trying to weed out a reaction. It's a shame this is how your reunion had turned out. You finally get to see him again, only to learn he's a criminal. Wait, what crimes might you be referring to? Take a guess. What sort of atrocity do you think we're committing? Murder! What is he doing? Why would he tell you that? Oh, why would he tell you that? He wants to get to a reaction, I assume. Yep, immediately. I have to choose my words carefully. I can't say too much, but I won't get anywhere saying nothing either. How should I handle this? Oh boy, choices. Choices? I have no idea. All I'm asking you to do is guess. Money laundering! Although, shit, probably a worse than to say of like doing him a weird thing of him also accusing the Lord in a weird sense. Okay, can we even win here? Just the first thing that comes to mind. You're putting me in the spot, telling me my friend is a criminal, asking me to guess his crime. Did you honestly think you can get any sort of answer out of me? You make a fair point. Let me change the question. If you found out a friend of yours is a criminal, would you still be able to be their friend? To be honest, yeah, probably. I thought about it before. It probably just depends. Like, if it comes out of nowhere, honestly, they're more bloodthirsty, or like, I thought it'd be like just imagine like the things that comes to mind for like if you're a criminal, or I guess to go an extra mile, like your partner or lover like is a criminal as well. If it still lines up with what you know about them, then yeah, sure, it's still the same person you made friends with or fell in love with. But if it's literally you seen them go mad or take a random turn out of nowhere, you know, the classical thing of I don't even know who you are anymore, then yeah. Like, if it goes to that situation, then yes. Yeah. It probably just depends on the circumstances itself. That question make you uncomfortable too? Consider it. A sort of sideshow to liven up our meal. What, is there a puppet show around here somewhere? Man, you have all the entertainment around here. Don't take it too seriously. I mean, it would depend on if they feel guilty about what they've done, and if they have any intention of making penance for their crimes. There's also, technically, like, I know there's, like, yeah, I know for some crimes, honestly, I wouldn't even really care if they feel guilty or not. It just depends on what the crime itself is. Like, what was it? There's probably, like, several, like, stories that have characters that have killed or do murder, or, like, probably the worst crimes ever, but it's towards someone who's maybe even worse than them. And like, I know there's a whole thing of, like, feeling like there's no, like, guilt or remorse, honestly, like, but if you don't feel guilty or remorseful against committing a crime against someone, like, you believe is a monster, is absolutely worse than you, then I'm wondering, like, it would be in your good books, honestly, if they still felt guilty about doing such a crime. It would just be, like, a good point to their favor. But to be honest, if, like, that's the circumstance, I don't know if it would change my opinion too much if, they didn't feel guilty about it too much. I guess it would mostly just go down maybe how bloodthirsty, I guess, some stuff is. Or just, how I feel the vibes are, I guess. It'd probably just be, again, that whole thing, I have to be there to actually see it myself, but I'm leaning towards more, I'll still be maybe friends or give benefit of the doubt, honestly. Yeah. And Mel, well, he's someone who would be ashamed of any wrongdoing he might or may not have participated in. I see. What about you? What crimes have you committed in your heyday? I put all my I put all my money in a washing machine. I was money laundering. If you had done something you knew to be wrong, would you be ashamed? Would you make penance? I'm still don't quite, like, he's still gauging exactly like what Mel told Michelle about, you know, Yukimaza and Jacopo. But I'm wondering if that's all what this conversation is. Like, saying all this stuff and trying to get reactions out just to understand how much maybe Mel let slip, honestly. Like, which makes sense because Yukimaza and Jacopo would know that Mel would be the most, like, guilt-ridden, honestly, from how he normally acts and behaves, so obviously they'll be on their guard to worry about that. But I'm wondering if there's something else here at play, just from how Yukimaza's actually talking to Michelle and bringing this up, like, guiding everything. You have one hell of a friend here, Mel. Michelle. That was your name, wasn't it? Do you have any other friends? I don't have many, no. Any in this land? No. Why do you ask? I don't have friends here either. Or maybe I never had any at all. Maybe he wants to be your friend, Michelle. Well, it's kind of wishful thinking. I can maybe kind of see that from how he's describing it. Like, he's already been sympathizing more and more, so I can honestly see it. But again, he's probably going to keep his guard up, too. Somehow, I doubt that. The benefit of the doubt, you? How? Come on! Yeah, I guess not. Any family? I left home some time ago. Are they too far to visit regularly? Why do you want to know? I'm in a similar situation myself. I thought it might be nice to find some common ground. I find it difficult to take him at his word. That could just be you, but again, we need to tread carefully anyway. So you made a long journey all the way out here so you can see him. That I did. And this is just a small detour in his travels. That's what you told me, isn't it? That's right. How very gracious of you to go so far your way for him. Oh, and Mel, I have a question for you as well. What kind of question? Think of it like a little game. Well, I don't see Monopoly or Parcheesi anywhere around here. You're standing on the edge of a cliff. On your left is your sister, and on your right, him. Okay, so you're using Michelle's presence now, I guess another way to blackmail, actually. They're both the fall. Like dominoes? Oh my gosh, another board game. We're on a roll here. You can only save one of them. Whose hand do you grab? Surely this isn't the first time you've heard the scenario proposed. It's not real, just hypothetical. Don't take it so seriously. You're literally doing the same exact scenario before him, lobbing someone's arm off and forcing him into this again. That's a weird joke, dude. Come on, just a game. You know that, right? You don't need to answer. Oh. As he said, I'm only here to see him. When I heard there was going to be a festival, I requested permission to remain until then. If that displeases you for any reason, I apologize. But hypothetical or not, a question like that makes it uncomfortable for everyone involved. Or are you trying to make him feel cornered? Not at all. It was merely a question. No, it was cornered! This is a dialogue entrapment. I never meant to make him uncomfortable. My apologies. Do you just view all this as like some weird game? You keep bringing that up on us several times. And I think even remembering back then, like you were actually surprised he didn't keep what was it, Morgana's hand? So you still have the perception that people are gonna be more like just as bloodthirsty as you, or just like maybe that more thick-skinned. So maybe just like this kind of actually is just a normal banter, although it's in a weird roundabout way. No, I suppose I should take my leave. Seems my presence makes it hard to enjoy the food. Are we even eating anything, Michelle? Are you even eating Mel's food? And did you even take one bite of that bread, honestly? Wasteful. Relax, I'm not staying here tonight. I won't get in the way of your reunion anymore. You said you would be here until the Harvest Festival? They're supposed to be putting on quite the impressive event. Look forward to it. It'll be a night to remember, that's for sure. May I ask you one thing before you go? What do you think of the nun? Are you very close to her? I'm not close to anyone. Dang. How lonely. Okay, bye. So, yeah, thank you. It made things less awkward. I was hoping to handle it better than that. Wonder how often you actually have to dine with either of them, honestly. I feel like they would have to keep it, like, maybe regular, honestly, to keep an eye on you. Some, oh boy. I just can't seem to keep it together around him. I'm really sorry. I can hardly blame you. Thanks. There's something really unsettling about him. The aura is off the charts again, I say. I can't say I disagree. What was the deal with that question anyway? The cliff one? Yeah. I think it's best if you don't linger on it. Yeah, it's mostly just him, like he's like Yukima's setting the law down, honestly, that don't tell your friend too much about what's going on, and maybe you won't have to make another choice like that again. That's literally all it came down to. Any way you look at it, he had to be... Never mind. Anyway, keep your eye out. You probably want to be extra careful tonight. After that, I'm scared he might be up to something. There's no saying where we actually went. He's just hiding the walls and living in the ceiling, just watching over everyone. He has eyes and ears everywhere. I'm with Mel. I have a bad feeling about what he might do. After a conversation like that, you'd be crazy not to be on alert. Or just, you know, just go have a merry old time, just go to bed, sleeping like snoring just as loud. Sleeping like a baby. I'll be wise, yes. I plan to head straight back to my room. Just don't plan to sleepwalk, okay? Okay? Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Do you really think we'll be able to get his key? I still can't bring myself to believe there's anything between him and the Saintess. I feel like it literally is, like that nun actually is not, what was it? If that really is meant to be Maria, honestly, then That comes to mind as like, are there 2 nuns, honestly? Or like, where actually is the other version of Pauline here in this situation then? Or I don't know, like Pauline isn't like a person stuck in the time loop here. Like she was only, Pauline was only someone who's brought into the tragedy, honestly, during the second door and nowhere else. And probably like, maybe mercifully she wasn't brought into the curse as well. Hopefully not. But it sounds like Marie, maybe possibly, is actually part of the reason why the curse is here. If Marie actually is the same as she is, like that actually is Marie. She is like pretending to be more innocent, but secretly behind the scenes, she's actually more cunning and maybe a bit more cutthroat, as she was in Door 3. Then it makes sense. Like them, obviously she would be around and part of the curse. Honestly, even if Morgana never really noticed it before. I guess her hatred like spans that much. Like there's some curse of like retribution to the people who caused all this to happen. Obviously, Legend of those 3 because she knew about them, but then also to Marie because she helped it along even behind the scenes. And I'm wondering again. Like, I'm wondering to what extent the curse brings in outside people or outside forces into the fold. Like obviously, Nelly we brought in to like help curse Mel honestly and etc. Would there be someone of the equivalent for Pauline, even if from the sound of it, like, she technically doesn't even really exist? Or if there's some weird thing of, like, there's 2 nuns, like, pretending to swap out. There's one Pauline, one Marie, doing back and forth. That sounds a bit convoluted, though, for that kind of plan, though, so, Where is Pauline, then, if, like, she actually is Marie? And the Lord's pretty much always inaccessible. We just break into his house then. Does the Lord say anything when you're all together? Such as anything at all. Something to give me some idea what kind of person he is. Sorry, I got nothing. He's just completely silent. He doesn't even pen down a word. No body language to keep himself completely and utterly stoic. So far, I think the only time we actually seen any like point of him, his personality is when that game over, honestly. And that was the only time. Anything else, you don't get any information, honestly. I usually keep my mouth shut when I'm with them. And they hardly talk to each other either. I see. Sorry. I'm pretty sure you already heard this, but the Lord's an incredibly suspicious man. I'm not sure he's capable of trusting anyone at all. So it's not really a situation where I can go up and ask him about his personal life. After several failed assassination attempts, among other things, he's just grown to be suspicious of everyone around him, except for one person. If someone's walking up to him and even thinks they might try something, that's all it takes for him to have them beheaded. As a person, his reputation's awful, but he has done a ton to improve the city's economy. So the merchants and artisans think he's alright. It's a cutthroat business out there, people! And out of curiosity, what is the Lord's name? Huh? Oh, you don't know that either? His name is Jean-Francois Barnier. Francois? I don't know, French. It's different. The names are different, huh? What? That name doesn't fit him at all! It's been Jacopo, it's always Jacopo! Or maybe literally, just again, it only fits because the time period fits, honestly. The soul has reincarnated, but not the name. And anything else. Nothing else. Not one bit. We still don't even know, technically if the swordsman here is actually named Yukimaza, but it's still good to call him as a shorthand, honestly. Until we, learn his name here. It'd probably be just as different, honestly. He does not look a Jean-Francois. Could that mean he's not the Lord, then? No, the Lord is the only person who did not to earn Morgana's wrath and be in the receiving end of her reconstruction wish. It has to be him. Reconstructed way too much, apparently. But between this and the nun named Marie, things are starting to get a bit muddled. Like, maybe her memory is actually a bit weirder? If we're going with that, but I kinda doubt that. Hold on a second. I think I heard the name Barnier somewhere. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but honestly, by this point, I think I'm gonna keep it like that. God damn it. There was a diary in the library where I lived in the mansion, as I recall. Oh, was that one of the things that Giselle like read through, like when she was clean before she was forced out by Michelle, written by someone named Barnier. Actually, now think about it, that same diary also showed up in Mel's next life. Yeah, I vaguely remember that, but I don't remember the details about it. In it, he was complaining about not having gotten the larger of the family estates. And a bad harvest, I think. The harvest god does not look on him kindly. That was one of the books your family sent you, right? Actually, that was the one book they didn't. It was already in the library when I arrived. You think he could have written it? So, read the diary again, somehow, and manipulate details out of him from that. And here I thought it was just the scribblings of a disgruntled noble. The book really is that old. I'm amazed it was in such a good condition for so long. The curses have a nice way of not letting things go rot away and instead let it fester anew. We can't be more than 100 years behind our own time, so it's not inconceivable it would still be in good shape then. But Mel came back many hundreds of years after that. It's almost like it was frozen in time. Like this mansion itself? Wow. You know, I think time actually may have been stopped during the times the mansion wasn't present in the living world. I kept it clean, yes, but one person going around dusting wouldn't be enough to keep it from falling into disrepair over hundreds of years. Like, I know there's like certain ways I guess you can make sure a book doesn't fall apart, but I think after that much time, I think like even the pages I guess would be yellowing, depending on what material it was made of. But I don't even know exactly how you preserve a book for that long, but that's an interesting thing to bring up. That for who knows how long, the mansion just goes into purgatory for who knows how many years, and it just pops up out of nowhere. Everyone in the neighborhood's like, "What the fuck is that building?" I don't know. It was always here, wasn't it? No, it wasn't, Jim. Well, who cares? We gotta go to work now. Like, everyone might notice that it was weird and off-putting, but it's always there. It was always part of their natural lives, and nothing else happened. Like, cursed hauntedness maybe came from that, just randomly appearing, but no one bothered to do anything else about it. But one person going around dusting wouldn't be enough to keep it from falling into disrepair over hundreds of years. Just what on earth is that mansion? You mean this mansion? You know, the one we're standing in right now? Is it also part of Morgana's miracle? What's the matter? You've just been standing there staring off into space for six hours. Oh, sorry. I got lost in thought. You seem to do that a lot. Just go off into your own world. We're trying to think of plans here. That's why we're going off into our own little world and daydreaming. Okay, we're trying to do this for you. Okay, so get off our back. I swear, you gotta be more absent-minded than me. That's not important, though, I guess. Anyway, I've been trying to think of ways I can help, but sorry, I haven't been able to come up with anything. It's fine. I'm simply glad to have you on my side. I mean, like, yeah, like, I'm pretty sure you would still be stuck in that situation, even if, like, I would think in a weird way if you had an idea, like, knowing how things transformed, honestly. I would actually be weirded out that you did have a plan, because I've been thinking about this and regretting things, your place in the situation for a while, and even you, like, had an idea of how to get out, but you didn't take it. I would probably be a bit, why didn't you do that then? Because you tried everything in your power to actually, like, get yourself out of the situation, but nothing else worked, then yeah, of course you'd be depressed, honestly, or just get a bit more, drift off into madness. Sure. Well, I should go get back to my room. If you have any good ideas, let me know. Just barge in the middle of the night and just shake him awake. I have an idea. Cornbread. I will. I should head back too. Well, we got some extra nice little convo with the assassin together. Like, it sounds like it was both in part and partially just meant to be, like, mostly just intimidation tactics for Mel, and maybe literally just to know a bit more about Michelle. Like, trying to, like, I guess, sympathize, I guess, a bit, and try to make friends, I guess, but also be on business there as well. Both part and parcel, honestly. I mean, from the sound of it, he probably isn't that used to, like, making friends, honestly. He's also kind of has to worry about his own livelihood and his place in this little pyramid scheme. 3 people try, a trifecta. So yeah. I know we don't have much time, Michelle, and that concerns you, but try not to agonize over too much. Sorry. After how well yesterday went, it just feels like we come to a screeching halt. Dang, we couldn't do 1 person per day. We have to rush 2 people like tomorrow, or the day that she does die. Holy shit. Honestly, I'm having trouble processing everything. How about for now we just focus on the immediate issues? I suppose. To start with, we're gonna want to talk to the nun again tomorrow. We might have an easier time of it if we brought Mel or Nellie along. But what, doesn't the nun live with Nellie? So it'll be, I guess, easier, yes? She'd probably be more inclined to believe us about the observation tower if it came from them. Honestly, if it is Marie, she probably knows exactly what's going on, but is playing perfectly the role of the innocent bystander, like, roped into the situation, like, good on her, but still, like, holy shit, she's playing it really nicely, really well. I don't think I actually would have come up with the idea if I didn't know, if I didn't know her name wasn't Marie. If she didn't say that. If she didn't say that, I would still think, like, oh, you're just an innocent bystander at all, and I would never, at all, give it a thought. That might work, though it presents another potential problem. What if she doesn't believe them? It could put the 2 of them at risk. There's also the chance she's not involved with a swordsman at all, as she claims. If it is Marie, probably more to Jacopo, but, like, there's possibly the possibility that she, like, just... I kind of lean more towards Marie knows what's going on, in a sense, and does know the swordsman. I wonder if it's a weird way of, like, spiting Jacopo in a sense. I doubt it, though. I think, like, no, I think only Marie and Jacopo only, like, saw each other as good friends, so I doubt, like, their, like, her relationship with, this, like, you know, the swordsman, whoever his name is here, would actually affect that too much. I doubt it. In which case, convincing her doesn't get us any closer to getting the truth out of him. Maybe we'd be better to approach it from the Lord's... Hi? Did you hear that? It came over by the window. Open up. Hi, assassin! Maybe it's a cat. What? I'll go check. There's a ghost out there. Ladder. Oh, hi! Ah! What? God damn, there's someone in there. Who are you? It's a ghost! Well, it takes one to know one. There's a ghost out there! Get away from the window! Hurry, you don't want it to possess you! Well, aren't you already possessing us right now? So I'm, I don't know, it could be pretty cramped there in my body, honestly, if another person tries to possess. Ghost fight inside. Calm down, your screams startled me far more than anything. How am I supposed to calm down? A disembodied hand reaches out. Piano Lessons Can Be Murder, that book cover. God damn it, that's actually a good visual for a Gooseman book. We have to go find Mel and get another room. We can't stay in this one any longer. No way. Just Michelle, just like, no, there's ghosts in here, actually. It feels more at home. I don't think it was a ghost. In fact, I'm going after them. I literally did not hear of someone saying, oh shit, there's someone in this room. As it goes, I can't sleep in here or rest in here anymore. Gosh dang, I have to go haunt some other room in the house. What does that, how much sense does that make? Unless they're a very polite ghost, which I doubt. No, you can't be serious. Michelle! Jump out the 2nd-story window. Crash into the bushes below. I'm pretty sure they went this way. Let's go back to the mansion. You're chasing a ghost. You're out of your mind. You know, now that I think about it, she's essentially a ghost herself, afraid of another ghost. Again, takes one to no one. I think I saw movement in the bushes over there. Is this the one? Hello, who is it? Oh, no. Oh, wait, you're Marie, actually? Wait. Is it actually meant to be Pauline, the nun, but with Marie's name, but you look more close to Marie. Wait, oh my god, I swear to god if your name is Pauline, honestly, or something like that, along those lines, I swear. I'd just be so funny. Like, the two women in the story have their names swapped. Nice. Coin flip. You found me! Is that how I think it is? Be a good boy and pretend you never saw me, got it? I'm off. Hold on. Go after her! So you're not afraid of a ghost anymore. Stop, please. I want to talk to you. You stop, why are you chasing me? For the record, I wasn't breaking in for nefarious reasons. This is probably one of the reasons why to chase after you. Why the fuck were you going through the window? So you don't need to take me into the guards. I'm not gonna report you. All I want to do is talk. I got nothing to say to you. Well, I do, so please stop. What's your deal anyway? You some kind of creep? No. How the hell is a man chasing a woman down a dark road not a creep? As if you look any less suspicious. Screw off and stop chasing me, damn it. And stop running. Someone there? Perfect. Help! Please, I'm being chased by a strange man! What are you? He's gonna do terrible things to me! Is this as bad as it looks? It's worse. What's going on here? Wait a minute, don't do anything rash. I can explain it. Completely innocent. That's what someone who's guilty would say. Maria? Well then. Things are certainly looking better for us. So it would seem. What are you doing here, Maria? Wait, is that you, Pauline? Why did you call yourself Marie? What? So you two know each other. Okay. What, they know each other? And she called her... I'm trying to think, well, no, her eye, like, I was wondering if, like, no, it wasn't a thing of, like, someone, like, you know, wearing the hood, honestly. Like, someone, like, pretending to be a nun, honestly, to, do all that, but, because, like, their eyes are completely different, honestly, different colored eyes and all that, so... Unless, again, future contact lenses, which, no, that's not gonna be a thing, like, then, yeah, no. Or they just reused sprites, I guess. So I was right, that is your name. That is my earthly name. I've never heard of a nun changing her name to be that way. Is that normal, honestly? I don't know too much about it, but like, do you just change your name then? To be a more holy one, I guess? I've never heard that before. It is not who I am now. I am Sister Maria now. And now it's weird that a friend of mine, Maria, is here actually too, so I'm, I am Marie. I no longer go by that name. Marie, that's your name? That's a fucking laugh. You joking? I am not. In that outfit, you become a nun or something? That part of the gag. Well, Maria hasn't really changed too much, honestly. That's why you call yourself Marie, huh? Name suits you a hell of a lot better than me. Virgin Mary's namesake grows up to be a whore, while sweet little Pauline grows up to be the genuine Virgin Mary. What do you say? Want to take my earthly name and I'll take yours? You don't have to be so crude. This seems like it goes south very quickly. What are you gonna say to make this better then, Michelle? That reminds me, I heard word there was a saintess or whatever at the church here. Not you? A saintess, huh? That's just what people call me. I don't actually consider myself a saint. So are you a sinner then? Pure as ever, I see. For me, I let them put me up on that pedestal, bask in their worship for a while. Then swipe all the tids and get the hell out. You're unbelievable, Maria. Oh, I'm just kidding. Don't take what I say so seriously. Even the joking mere thought of such blasphemy is enough. What did you come here for, Maria? That's what whores do. We come and go. Oh, okay. We're anywhere and everywhere, and then we're gone. Do you realize it's the church, right? I know. Sacred ground, no place for a dirty old prostitute like me. I'm going to hell, yada yada. I didn't say that. I just prefer you refrained from working on church property. I was my way out, in fact. Like, if everyone's names are actually the same, come to think of it, that means, technically, like, I guess, I wonder if, like, Takapa maybe changed his name to fit more the area, maybe? If literally everyone's names are similar? Like, technically, the only people names we don't know just yet probably are just, like, you know, the assassin Yukimaz's, so, like, unless there's something else going on with the Lord's name, honestly, we find out later, then, yeah. I was my way out, in fact. But then that white-haired dude came after me. I do believe you tried to break into my room first. But you keep your mouth shut. You try to break in? What for? To steal the tivs. What's it matter what for? I'm a whore. Maybe someone hired me. Okay, breaking through a random abandoned place in the room, honestly. Or maybe I come to pillage the tiv box? What, did someone here hire you? What was I doubt it was Mel out of all. No, could it just be I completely doubt that too, but oh my gosh. What's the Lord? Is that who you came to see? Huh? How would you assume the Lord of all people? There are plenty of other men in need of my services. I thought there might be something between you two. There's nothing between us. Everyone's denying their connection to each other. So, since you're here, Maria, do you want to stop by my place for a bit? So you can grill me about what I'm here for? No, I will admit I'm curious, but if you don't want to talk about it, I won't try and force you, the Virgin Mary. Ah, pure. We just haven't seen each other in so long. I'm sure we got plenty to catch up on. Come on, surely you can stay for tea at least. I don't call you the Saintess for nothing, huh? You'll even invite a whore into your house for friendly chit-chat. Would you stop calling me that? You're an old friend who I haven't seen in years. It's only natural one to catch up, is it not? Like, they're old friends? It'd be even funnier, actually, if, like, in the time periods where it was mostly focused on, their curse, honestly, there was, like, another version of, Pauline and Maria, honestly, in their time, before they were just good old pals before they went off to their own respective, tragedies in each door. Like, they're just out there somewhere in the world, and they're just, that version of themselves is completely fine. Not sure that exactly applies to us, you know. But sure, why not? But to tell you the truth, I have no idea what the hell we even talk about, so I'll agree to come on one condition. White here comes with. What? Me? You can't let this opportunity go. Now that we know that none is Pauline, we might be able to get more out of her. We now have her with her guard lowered. That's fair, but still, I don't want to be around these people. I'm weird about around women. I'm not quite sure how comfortable I am bringing a man to the house with only girls. I'm not sure how comfortable I am going. What's the big deal? You, Freddy, might turn feral. No, he ain't that kind of guy. You got nothing to worry about. How can you tell, like, how many, well, I guess you're part of the trade, like, you can just guess, just from how, like, he holds himself, honestly. You can, make an educated guess, but, huh. You seem to trust me quite a bit for someone you just met. Not so much trust, more like the air you give off. The vibes are everywhere! Air? The vibes, Michelle. The vibes. The aura. You don't look like you got the balls to do it. There's that. What did you just say? Well, now he does. Damn it, that stings worse than she has any way of knowing. Don't let it get to you. I'm a man. I can beat people up if I so want to. God. There's nothing you can do about that. What are you waiting for? Come on, get your butts moving. Chop, chop. Clap, clap. Let's go. Okay. I'm not sure I like where this is going. Giselle's right, though. This could be a good chance to get some new info. Ah! I'm not gonna peek the microphone. What is it? I just remembered! Something vital? She called me a creep! Are you sure it was not just Michelle? The third door! You're calling me a creep! Oh. Well, I guess it comes with the territory. Now both of you have been called it. Solidarity. It just occurred to me now that she was talking about me like that behind my back. I can't believe she'd do that. I completely forgotten about him. She actually like called someone a creep, honestly. So yeah. Let it slide for now. Something she does in the future, after all. I'm not a creep, am I? Well, considering what you're like at the time, I can't really blame her for thinking that. You were spying and eavesdropping and watching everyone do their business. And telling us about it, so I'm, kind of. I wish I could erase that phase of my life entirely. Even I get shivers thinking of the maid me. I honestly don't think it was that bad myself. Literally, that phase of your life, kind of happened only just like a couple minutes ago, so I'm, honestly don't think it was that bad myself. I'll, take that as a compliment. Please do. That maid outfit, though, is quite alright! God damn it! Please don't become that doctor, please. Please. Oh god, if you played this game, honestly. Oh god, no! Just staying in for some late night, midnight brunch or whatever. Oh, hello, dearest Michelle. What brings you here so late? Did you come to see me? It was a pipsqueak. Okay, it's exactly for this reason that I also enjoyed Maria a lot, honestly. And this type of personality, honestly, just break through the air and cut through all the social faux pas, honestly. Oh, it's great. She lives here. I took her in. Oh, it's a strange lady! Stranger! Stranger danger! Ah! Run for the hills! Just wearing almost nothing. Are you not cold in that? Girl, you don't make it in this business wearing with a cold. What kind of work do you do? Your clothes are really pretty colors, like something a princess would wear. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Have fun explaining that, or going around that. In a way, I'm kind of like a princess. A wicked princess who goes around Maria, she does not need to hear about that. Too young, too young. What's the fuss? I'm just giving her a glimpse of the real world. You think now is the time for that? This isn't awkward or anything. No, definitely not. We'll give you that impression. Also, what's this dearest Michelle about? You two a thing or something? What the fuck? Seems a bit young for you. No, that's just what she calls me. That's what I call my brothers. He's my number 2 brother, but we're not related. Unbred brothers. My real brother's back at the church. He's got the same color hair as me. Look a little alike. A little. Oh, really? Must be a pretty good-looking fellow if he's related to you. I don't know how to take that. Of course he is. I wouldn't let him be my brother if he didn't look good. I would disown him. If he grew up like that. Warts and all. Immediate disowning. I'd never know this person before my entire life. That's quite the assertion, Nelly. She still has those kind of feelings, I guess, she's still working through. Man. Oh, it's so lively in here. I'm stranded in uncharted territory. I bet you're stiff as a board out there. What? What? Relax, deep breaths. You're asking the impossible. What the hell does that mean? Alright, well, sit down and make yourself comfortable, everyone. I'll go make some tea. And something to snack on while I'm in there. Well, no wonder Nelly also learned, like, where to make little snacks, honestly, from that. Pauline was here. It's a girls' night in. This would be fun. Mostly. Why is Michelle here, though? He's not a girl. You have no idea how much I wish I knew. Oh, that's not important, but you know what is? 3 girls, 1 guy. That's gotta be rough. I actually made that 4 girls. I was gonna make a joke about 3.5, but that'd be too rude. 3.5 girls and 1 dude along into a room together. Huh? Why would that be rough? Tell me, you got 3 girls in 1 room. What do you think they're gonna be talking about? Love, romance. And there he sits, all alone, in a pink cloud of girl talk. That sounds uncomfortable. Now we get to see him twist and squirm. Probably a different story entirely, honestly, if I'm Michelle like guys, but I'm completely, it's already been out of the question, honestly. So there goes even that talk as well. So that sounds like fun. Have fun, Michelle. What do they think I am, their plaything? Pretty much. I didn't just sense you smiling too, did I? No, okay, I'm really glad about this now. Even more. Oh, no, not at all. I'm just thinking I feel kind of bad for you. Very, very bad. Why don't I believe you? We don't have time for this. What, you're gonna cut through all the pleasantry, girl talk chatter for your own sick, twisted agenda of trying to save another girl? How dare you? Morgana's still locked up in the tower, even as we speak. I get where you're coming from, but I don't think this will turn out to be a waste of time. But all 3 of them have ties to the men with the keys. We could very well learn something from their conversation that could lead to a breakthrough. So I say we participate, see where it goes. What's this? Already friends, you two? Yep, I like this new lady a lot. She's a sweet little girl. What's not to love? Already thick as thieves. You know, that kind of makes me jealous. Took you a long time to warm up to me, Nelly. What? No, it didn't. I don't think. I don't know. It felt to me like you're keeping your distance. Well, you know, it's not easy to work up the courage to talk to a real-life saint. No, Nelly, you know, it's not that big a deal. It's not even a real saint. I guess that I'm kind of celebrity status, I guess, thing going on there. So I guess, yeah, makes sense. So what's the conversation? We're talking about love and romance and making this guy over here squirm as you do. Love, romance, please. How about your taste in guys? Okay, this is gonna be fun for me. Oh god. It's torture for Michelle, but this is just absolutely up my alley. Oh. Do you have anyone? A crush? It's just a someone? You do, don't you? Don't you? Leans in more and more. I am a servant of the God the Father. And it's bad that my next thought is in... Oh god, please make that a joke that Maria says. Please. Oh my god, that'd just be goddamn hilarious. Please. So, no, I do not have anyone. Well, come on, we won't tell, promise. Forbidden love, so romantic, so exciting. I agree with that there. You know, I think you should go first, Nelly. Yeah, let's leave me for last, and hopefully we forget about this. I like princely boys. My brother is the closest thing to my ideal. I want to meet my real brother. You don't say. Not worrying. And you, Maria, right? What kind of guys do you like? Me? I like a nice, subservient man. Why am I not surprised? Someone who knows I'm in charge. Subtlety isn't her strong suit, huh? When did you ever get that impression? Why not someone you can always count on? Encouraging, supportive, or sweet and kind. No, she definitely thinks she can handle herself, honestly. Someone like that would be... Guys like that only light you little tween girls' fires. Things get a little more complicated as you get older. Life starts being quite so simple. So you start wanting to find someone to make the daily load of shit even a little bit easier to swallow. Really? I'm not sure I want to grow up anymore. I'd rather stay a kid forever. Though I guess that's partly a result of who I am. So who knows, maybe you'll have it a little better. I hope so. Okay, now it's your turn, Sister Marie. Me? I suppose I could tell you who my favorite angels are. Nah, that's too calm. That's too wholesome. We need something more spicy here. Like what kind of food you're making has to have more spice in it than that. Something more than just sweet pie, okay? No, it has to be someone real. You had to have someone. I already told you. There is someone who hasn't gone yet. I can go after that, can't I? Have fun saying your taste in girls there, Michelle. Right in front of these girls. Who else is there? I don't know. We can ask Giselle, honestly. There's that. You know, it's not a half bad idea. Agreed, I want to know too. No dodgy answers either. What? What kind of girl do you like, Michelle? What? You're not supposed to bring me to this conversation. I'm not. Loosen up, let's have it. It's a very complicated personal matter. Then how about we make things simple? Turn it into a choice. We can change his preference now. Yeah, God, no. A choice? Of the three of us, who ticks the most boxes in your complicated taste? Oh, God! Oh, no! Why is there a third option? Let's cross that one off immediately. What? Don't think too hard about it, just pick one. Me? The teensy tiny one? Or the nun? Who will it be? What on earth have I gotten myself into? The way they're staring at me, I'm not getting out of this. Oh my god, actually is a fucking choice. Oh my god, there's actually... Holy shit, okay, no, I need to. I have to know, I'm sorry, I have to know. I have to know. Michelle, are you... What? No. Just to make things even so much more awkward. Just only for that. No, I didn't mean it like that. I only said that because I thought it would be disrespectful to you to choose any of them. Hence, I'm not interested. I kind of get what you're trying to say, yes, but that's weird. It makes things even more awkward. Probably the best option to choose there actually is I'm already taken, so I don't want to say that, but yeah, I just want to know that so much more. Your choice of words is really asking to be misinterpreted. Oh, you swing that way. I'm sorry for putting you in such an uncomfortable position. Okay, you're very more understanding than people are more understanding than seeing from out here. No, you're not going after my mail, are you, Michelle? What? What'd I tell you? That's why you want to get close to him, isn't it? That's the reason why. We will no longer, please, game over here, please. 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 Oh my god. No, that's impure. That's impure. The two of you together in each other's arms, roses sprouting up all around you. Roses. Slow down, Nelly. Although that might be better than him putting his hand all over some strange girl. God, the gears are turning. Stop, please. I mean, I keep both of my brothers around. For twice the pampering. Actually sounds really nice. This is turned even more funnier than I ever thought possible, honestly. Like, it's so weird, but it's so goddamn funny, honestly. It's so awkward, but it's so hilarious at the same time. God. Please, for the love of God, stop fantasizing about it. Well, I mean, there's some guys who like seeing him like girl and girl actions, and I know there's probably some girls who like man on man action. So yeah. Ooh, I know. First, we'll need to buy a new house, one where you can have a room to yourselves, so I can stay out of the way. Stop it! You're gonna make me sick. Huh? You mean you don't like Mel then? Absolutely not. What about, the Lord's bodyguard? I knew this was gonna be the funniest option, the best option, god damn it. What's wrong, Pauline? I thought you're not interested in anyone, so, you don't have to worry about it, right? Never. The Lord himself? No more, please. I don't like any of them. I already have a partner, so I'm not interested in anyone else. And this partner's a man? She's a woman! You know, I might not have had the best reaction at first, but to be honest, I'm pretty okay with it. It can be hard keeping it bottled up when you're around others, so just know you got me you can be yourself around. Are you even listening to me? Yeah. Love can take many forms. You too. Well, at least you're very much more understanding than other, like, a lot of other Christians in modern day, honestly. Going against even the religion's teachings, anything else. Gosh. I'll be happy to help if you change your mind about Mel. I see you're turning bi-curious, Michelle. Oh my gosh. I can't take this anymore. Put me in my misery. Game over. I do feel bad for you, but you did kind of bring this on yourself. It's everything I wanted and more. Now that Michelle's answered, it's your turn. What? Do I really have to? Well, you got rid of all your options, honestly. Unless you're gonna, I don't know, go outside and bring in some animal and ask them, honestly, which is weird. You do. Everyone else has answered. Like I said, I don't have anyone. Oh, don't forget about the tea I made. It's going to be cold. Okay, just, no, just push all the tea towards Pauline and just, spill the tea. Anyway, I'm more interested in catching with you, Maria, than talking about boys. What happened after you left? Alright, sure. We can talk about that then. And we learned the whole dramatic backstory of Maria. Honestly, I would actually like to know. Ooh! An orphanage. Actually, it'd be so interesting, actually, if, like, it was a brief on my back of my mind, actually. Like, if they maybe, well, I doubt it, actually. But that'd be so interesting if Maria actually was, I guess one of the people, like, who talked to Morgana before. Huh. That'd be such an interesting plot twist, actually. I so want that to be the case now, just because of that. There's so many ways you can take that now. Yep, neither of us had parents or family, so we were raised in an orphanage. Like, worked at a brothel, honestly. If, like, you met Morgana there, that'd be so interesting for how the rest of the story would go, honestly. Oh, boy. Beyond the second door, Pauline had a family and seemed to be quite well off. Yeah. I guess it's not the case here. So you grew up together, then? Sister Marie's never told me about her childhood before. I don't like to talk about the past. Not the best memories, after all. I'd say we're both lucky we made it this far in life. You still keep in touch with that shit heap of a director? Director? I don't talk about him like that. He's not a bad person. Yeah, I know. In your mind, everyone's not a bad person. He isn't, really. But yes, he stops by occasionally to check in. He was the one who sent me on this path that's becoming a nun. He always been fond of you. Perfect little angel you were. I doubt he liked me any more than anyone else. Compared to you, I was a damn gremlin. I wouldn't say that's a bad thing, honestly. Become known as that goblin in the corner, honestly. Just grabbing rocks and stealing things. Why wouldn't you want to have that title? You were a naughty girl, weren't you, Maria? The naughtiest girl around. Honestly, it doesn't surprise me in any way. I throw rocks to the walls, making all these little holes. And one time I even filled the director's shoes with dog shit. Okay, that's kind of funny. That would make anyone angry. Honestly, it's disgusting, but at the same time, it's kind of funny. I wasn't always a little twat, mind you. The director either loved you or hated you. There was no middle ground. Oh. And if he didn't like you, life was hell. He'd make you go without supper, force you to sleep outside, shit like that. That's awful. I had no idea he was doing that to you. You could have said something. Like that would have made a difference. You adored the damn director. You never would have believed me over him. Once you put your trust in someone, you refuse to believe they could be anything less than perfect. Sometimes, yes. Completely blinded by faith. I don't... You do. The only reason you're willing to believe me now is because it's been so long. And because there are the people here. Shake the belief. Shake the faith. Hold on. You know what I mean. Yeah. This would probably be a good time to step in, Michelle. Change the subject or something. I do feel kind of bad for her. Yeah, like Nelly definitely had a rude wake-up call on to see if everything going on that Mel was forced to be part of. And everything that we just told Pauline earlier. Man, it's still so weird. Like, I probably should have noticed that before. Marie instead of Maria, I guess, but still. That's still been an interesting, like, a different way, actually, if it was, like, they swapped names, honestly. Like, it was actually Maria, like, pretending to be more sweet innocent, honestly. Although, I don't think even, like, in Door 3, she actually wasn't innocent at all. Like, she was, like, definitely friendly and all that. She definitely, like, was definitely nice and, I guess, more headstrong, honestly. But, like, she still kept that friendly attitude up. She wasn't that pure and sweet and friendly, though. So, I guess I should have realized that sooner. I do feel kind of bad for her. So, how's that weather? No, how long were you two together? Until we were around 10, I think. Does that sound about right? Sounds about right, yeah. I got fed up with everything and ran off, ended up at a brothel. Been a whore ever since. It's been, what, 10 years now? I'm practically a veteran. Oh boy. Did you like life at the brothel better than the orphanage, Maria? Between the two, I'd take the brothel any day. There, I got friends and colleagues. Although, I did lose a whole bunch of them 4 years ago! Yes, it's all coming together! 4 years ago? I remember hearing word of a brothel raided by bandits around that time. Was that where you worked, Maria? Oh, that was Pauline, sorry. Was that where you worked, Maria? Yep, and what a nightmare that was. I mean, why the hell would you raid a whorehouse? Why not go after some noble's estate or the damn lord for that matter? I don't quite know, but like I know that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna bring up this tidbit some more later down in a different game. But I know like I guess in the Wild West days, like technically the people who had the most like control over those desert towns honestly were brothels, honestly. Like prostitutes actually had a lot of money and actually like kind of control the place, so it could be maybe that, but I doubt it. I don't even know if like that's the big thing from back then. Yeah, it could be like they're just going after your money, I guess, instead. I don't quite know if I fully believe it though. I wonder if there could be that thing of just people just like absolutely just hating prostitutes anyway and like killing for that, honestly, or like trying to pillage because of that, honestly. Which, yay! A brothel raided by bandits. Was it perchance being burned down? 4 years ago. What's the matter? What's the matter? Trying to make those forehead wrinkles permanent? Okay, that's a nice little jab, actually. I know I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm beginning to think Maria might have had some contact with Morgana in life as well. Oh? 4 years ago would make Morgana 12, and where was she then? Oh! I have a question for you, Maria. Was there a girl by the name of Morgana at that brothel? You know Morgana? So my suspicions was right. Yeah, Morgana was there. Me and the other girls looked at her together. Bet to the bandits razed the place and never saw her again. What a travesty that was. It was chaos. Only a handful of us even survived. Oh, and as she talks about the whole thing about I guess I can't remember if Morgana brought up the whole being daughter god and the blood stuff, honestly. But if like Maria Lily brings it up, like Pauline, like even if she still is doubtful of it, has to actually seriously consider it. I figured she'd either be killed or sold off somewhere. But if you know her, that means she's alive, right? That's great to hear. I've been worried about her ever since. Michelle, Morgana's the Saintess's name, isn't it? That's what you told me. Huh? Saintess? How's it going over there, Pauline? That's right, Nellie. That is indeed the name of the person who performed your miracle. And she's locked up in the tower now. Locked up? You told Nellie all that nonsense too, Michelle? It's not nonsense. Mel told me everything. It's all true. He feels terrible about what he's done. He can't let her sit, but he can't set her free by himself. Oh, you too. We need the other 2 keys. The Lord has one, and his bodyguard has another. To learn the truth, I knew I had to tell you. I was too afraid you wouldn't believe me. If you didn't believe me, something bad might happen to Mel. What a right predicament this is. It's not good to tell lies, Nellie. So, you're still completely, on the trust part, which, even, Maria completely already, like, called out as well. So, ooh boy. The same goes for your brother as well. What? The Lord stores his valuables in that tower. That's why it's locked up and you can't get in. Or are all 3 of you after his wealth? Of course not! And you, Michelle, you need to stop planting these strange suspicions in... See, this is exactly what I was talking about. You haven't changed one bit. You won't even give someone the time of day if they're saying anything that contradicts someone you've decided you trust. Can the watchtower, was it? Can you not bust the door down? I'm still lost as hell here. Like, yeah, the very second you said watchtower. It's the bell tower. It's the clock tower. That's where all the trouble started. That's where it all started. I probably should play those like the clock tower games, honestly. When it's my own time or not. Like, it'd be a fun time, honestly. Well, the first game I heard, it's good. The other ones I heard are just a slot to get through. That's what I heard anyway. The long and short of it is... But the long and short of it is Morgana might be in the tower. She is, yes. It might be possible to break the door down with a dozen or so people to help, but that's infeasible. Besides, open the door isn't our only objective. So we need the other keys. Correct. It's not true. He would never do that to someone. People think he's scary and mean, but they're wrong. He's a sweet, respectable man. You never lock up an innocent girl. Even though everyone else is saying he would. If I don't believe in him, then who will? So you are more than acquaintances. If you really have that much faith in his goodness, then tell us that after you've seen what he's done. Pauline. Assuming, hypothetically, there really is someone in the tower. There's nothing I could do about it. I'm a nun, I have no real authority here. I'm just a pretty face. Nevertheless, he started this to help you. So if we tell him to stop, he might actually listen. Please, Sister Marie. Help us set this thing free. Your ability to trust someone so completely is actually pretty amazing. But if you let it turn to blind faith, it'll come back and bite you in the ass. Yeah. That's usually like you should have a respectable amount of doubt, honestly. What was it? Again, that whole phrase I try to like a lot. belief without doubt isn't really like a belief at all, is it? Could I please ask the two of you to leave? Which two? An old friend of mine, might be being held prisoner right now. You expect me to just scamper on home? Go. She's a little too innocent, perhaps. I don't think her faith is entirely blind. You are a woman who's capable of making decisions for herself. I know you are. Yes, you placed your complete faith in one man, but that hasn't stopped you from considering what you should do with your own life. You were never short-sighted. We only met yesterday. What could you possibly know about me? Give me some time. Until tomorrow. Time to think about what to do. As you wish. Again, like, if you try to force this on a lot of people when they're not ready for it, it'll probably just make things probably worse if we try to force the issue more and more instead of, like, trying to gradually change things. That's probably, like, again, what that bad ending was meant to, like, showcase. Change has to be gradual. If you try to force it all at once, it probably ends up being worse off than, expected, honestly. In more ways than one, not even just, on a larger scale, even personally, too. Mentally. Yeah. So, is all that really true? It is. I'm so glad it actually came to that. That makes everything so much more interesting, and my brain is still like completely glued to the screen now. Honestly, man, I always love these kind of moments when the story goes on. Like again, I still have my what was it? I know like still again I keep bringing up like my nitpicks honestly from the beginning of the game. It's probably there to actually give more context for the characters that we show up later on. But I was wondering if there was like some other way to like showcase it off better in some way. Like we see we just get the setup for the general door, but then it's another hour or two just to continue that same setup with nothing really much different, honestly. Just solidifying it more and more, which we know what's already happening before the twist comes, then shakes things up, and then we go down from the conflict, like the climax, honestly, down to the resolution of the door before we move on to the next. I wish there was something else interesting going on for the setups of each door, and I probably like wouldn't have much to complain about. How do you know any of that, though? A vision. 'Cause I am a god himself, please. Because, well, what story should I go with this time? Should I use the letter again? Forget it, it's not important. It doesn't even matter right now. The Pipsqueak ain't one to go throwing around accusations like that for shits. Point is, I'll take your word for it. If you get the door open and turns out there's no one there, no harm done. So you believe me? You're not lying, are you? Does this sound like even if I'm well, it sounds like you would just be fine, honestly, like, if, like, lying with there's someone in the tower as well, actually, and it'll just a bandit scheme, but, like, you don't seem that hard-pressed about it, so, if it would just be, like, no matter what, just a, like, win-win situation either way, I guess, for you, so, meh. That'd probably be a bit more, a harsh way to look at it, but kind of, or, like, no skin off your back, anyway. You're not lying, are you? Probably the only thing I'd be like sting a bit more here, honestly, if she thinks that Michelle actually is lying about, Morgana. Like, a friend of hers actually, like, is like still around and alive. No, I'm not. And that's that. Frustrating part is, winning over a whore isn't gonna get you very far toward fixing anything. That's not true. Just knowing you believe me is reassuring. If you say so. Can I ask you something? You did come here in search of the Lord, didn't you? He has a third key, without which we cannot get into the tower. My gut tells me you're the one who's going to make that possible. How do you think that? Because you have a very strong connection to him. You may think I sound crazy, but your souls are inextricably bound together. Don't bring up soulmate stuff, please. Our souls, don't even joke. I know how it sounds, but that's the only way. Okay, you got me. I'm done lying. You're right, I came here looking for the Lord. There's rumors going around saying he's been seen coming in and out of the church here. So I figured I'd take the opportunity to cave his fucking skull in. Oh, so you even still had him, you still hate his guts, honestly, back here too, honestly. Oh, nice. I wonder what's different here, then. Like, how did you know each other back in this time? You what? What you gonna do about it? Call the guards on me? No, I won't. But tell me, why do you want to kill him? Why? What, are you not from around here? Well, you should know he's one hell of an aggressive ruler. I won't deny he's done wonders to the economy. Pfft. The city's a great place to be if you're a merchant. Taxes are lower than anywhere else, and all you need is enough money to you can buy citizenship. But for the people who've lived here our whole lives, the poor, the peasants, those who need the most help, it's only getting harder to stay afloat. The gap's getting bigger by the day. While the main street's looking lavish and lively, people are literally starving to death in the back streets. He tore down his vineyard that's been around for generations to make room for more shops. That sounds like a parallel to him taking down the rose bush, honestly, from guess some Michelle's, I guess, time back there at the door in a different form, I guess. And sure, you can import some damn fine wine from some other city, but where does that leave everyone who can't even afford it? That reminds me, the third door, he ran some other company's factory business for his own profit. Yeah, he was already meant to be like a cutthroat, like businessman anyway, so yeah. Different businesses, same practices. Giselle? The merchants, especially those that came in from other cities, get treated like kings. Oh, but the Lord still has plenty of enemies. Oh, I see. So you're someone doesn't think highly of him, then? Pretty much. What would killing one man accomplish, though? Not much, probably. Just personal self-satisfaction. Like, depending on how things go, honestly, if, like, it's that bad. For, like, if someone, like, what was it? Again, like, I remember, like, just saying, like, in Higurashi, like, literally, again, probably the only thing that would make things better, actually, is, if that person was that bad, like, it's better off they're dead, but, like, I know there's, like, other complications around that. Like, depending on the people who associate with him, honestly, probably be more trouble's worth from, all that for thinking logically why murder wouldn't be a sound thing, honestly. Emotionally, you can, like, say, like, it's not supposed to feel good and all that. Like, it'll ruin your soul and all that. Like, you know, classical, revenge circle stuff, honestly. The more you sink down into that, the more it kind of ruins your own, mind, body, and soul, honestly. Which there's that, too. But also, logically, there's also that. Like, that's technically how my mind works. If I don't think of there's a good reason why it shouldn't be a bad idea on both fronts, then, like, it's still an option. It's still a possibility. Unless it's been completely ruled out. Like, I'll think about everything until we narrow it down. My mind still leans more logically than emotionally more times often than not, so. Not much, probably. Made me feel a hell of a lot better, though. Maybe. Depending on which. Possibly. I know there's, like, some revenge stories out there that even try to tackle, like, like, would it make you really feel better, though? And, like, I can't really spoil any of them, because, like, I know the ending of it was, like, by the end, it didn't really help in the end, but it was mostly just for the character's own personal reasons, nothing, like, universal or anything, so, yeah. It can also just be, like, after you killed, like, Jacopo, honestly, you're completely just, like, nothing is wrong with you, like, afterwards, honestly. You're just fine going off, like, you know, with just sleeping normally, which, all the power to you, honestly. To you, Maria. Like, geez. Do you not actually know the Lord in person, then? I met him before, so I know who to look for. That's about it. There's none of this, what'd you call it? Inextricably linked souls crap. No fucking thank you. I don't want to be tethered to him, the jackass. So... Huh. If she's telling the truth here, then I'm wondering why the curse, like, linked her in from, they were friends, like, and then she changed her mind later on in the third door then. Wonder what caused her, like, the sound of it actually, why was she tied to Jacopo then, if she has no relation to him other than that? Like, why was the curse then brought to her if, like, Morgana actually viewed her, like, you know, like the other prostitutes, like, as nice then? Why bring her along with the curse as well? I mean, I guess it could just be the curse didn't need her to be, like, you know, like, for her to be suffering. It was only just for her to help cause suffering for Jacopo, but still, I can't get the image in my head about her being gunned down afterwards. Like, after causing ruin to Jacopo, honestly. Like, there's a part of me that feels like that's maybe a bit step too far for the curse. Like, why even bring people you actually do care about into the fold then to also possibly suffering into it as well? I don't understand that at all. Like, literally just... I know there's a whole thing that I guess maybe the stigma of prostitutes, I guess, that even Morgana brought up as well. Was her hatred that twisted enough that she brought someone along? But why bring her along specifically then? Why bring Maria here specifically? Why that? Maria says she's met him, and Morgana mentioned seeing prostitutes at the Lord's Manor when she was taken there. Could she have been one of them then? Changing the subject a bit, there's something I wanted to ask you about Pauline. Frankly, her being a nun doesn't make a damn lick of sense to me. What do you mean? Oh, so we're learning, I guess, more of like, she didn't actually want to be in the position, or like, she took it just to help with, Yukimaza, actually? I mean, this isn't what she wanted with her life. When we were kids at the orphanage, she wasn't exactly this pillar of faith. We said grace for meals, but only because those were the rules. All ceremony, nothing more to it. She appears to be quite devout to me. I think it's something had made her that way. Forced her into that role. Possibly. The girl I knew was pretty unexceptional. Had her head in the clouds, though, so we never really got along. But she's always talking about how, when she was at the orphanage, she'd find the perfect man, fall in love, and get married. She could practically see the hearts in her eyes. They'd buy a comfortable house, have a few kids, maybe get a dog, picturesque. It'd be a happy family, warm, peaceful. And every time she told me this, I'd snort and tell her she needed to get herself a more original dream, at which point she'd start crying and calling me mean. Wow, Maria was an impressively jaded 10-year-old girl. That's actually even more funnier, actually. That's even more funnier, actually. More points. That's more points to her. Oh my god, that's just so funny to me. She was a girl in love with love. Romanticist. And now she's a bloody nun. That's kind of almost like, I think about it, the opposite then. Like, pretending to, like, be the absolute opposite then. I guess in a way she's, like, repressing some stuff down. Or, like, trying to, like, I don't know, something happened, I guess. It could just be a thing of, like, maybe in a way, sort of, like, punishing, I guess, yourself in a sense. There is that. Yeah, there's definitely that. When you think, like, if you did something... like, you did something, or you could have done something, and then you start punishing yourself for it, honestly. It could just even be, you didn't even do anything personally bad, but you think you could have done more. So you kind of punish yourself to, like, try to put yourself in the headspace, honestly, so you can be in a better place to do that if it comes up again. And also just self-hatred that you could have done more, didn't notice this in time. This or that. Or you were better than this. Gosh. That's how it is, then I completely understand. I guess it kind of makes sense, an extension of her unwavering trust shtick. I mean, come on. Surely she could have chosen someone better to put that trust in. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to get at here is... as unreceptive as she was back there, she wasn't doing it maliciously. Not that I have any right to defend her after all the shit I gave her about it. You know, you're making it very hard to tell whether you like her or not. It's flip-flop between the two, honestly. Like, even when you mentioned before, like, you were being mean to her as a kid, honestly, like, I'm kind of wondering if you were friends, but, like, to be honest, like, to me, it just sounds like there's, like, playful banter, honestly, which I never really doubted too much, but, yeah, there's that, too, I guess, to think about. I don't think too hard about it. Just sticking up for an old acquaintance. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'll head back. As concerned as I am about Morgana, there ain't much I can do. Guards ain't gonna believe the ramblings of some whore, especially not when she's making accusations about the damned lord. That part's gonna be the real bitch, I figure. Yeah. Is there anything I can do, though? Let me know. You can find me the brothel in town. Well, I'm off. It's late. I'm not sure how safe it is for you to be wandering around the dark alone. Maybe I should accompany you. Oh, don't worry, this is my home turf. Besides, if someone did attack, I'm pretty sure I can outrun you. And overpower you at that. Ugh, the worst part is she's probably right. I mean, if she's, like, done this for a while, she probably has grown, like, some tactics, honestly, for all that. So, yeah, very, very street smart. But the chivalrous attitude is now surfacing up in Michelle. Oh. Oh, this is actually a choice. Oh, okay, then. Oh. This seems very important, but this seems very innocuous. Oh. Okay, now my brain is going a mile a minute now. Oh, God. Save. Save. Better be safe. I would feel better knowing you made it back safely. I'm telling you I don't need an escort. But if you insist, you're welcome to accompany me. The brothel's in the back streets. If you want, you can even stay for a bit. Have a little fun. I think I have to pass. Maybe one day you'll get that stick out of your ass. Giselle? Giselle. What? Oh, hello, what is it? Just not even paying attention, just about thinking about something else. Just about... Just go off already, Michelle, just about make sure that she's alright. You've been so quiet, I was getting concerned. It's good to know you're still there. Oh, I guess I sort of dozed off for a bit. I thought you couldn't sleep, though. I'm fine, though, need to worry. Are you sure? Yeah, just, remind me what's going on, would you? You're positive nothing's wrong. Positive as positive can be. I wonder if that's literally what the choice is actually meant to be, like, breaking faith with Giselle, honestly. Oh, boy. I promise, just nod it off. It probably was a choice, honestly, for that, honestly, man. Now I'm worried now. I just convinced Marie to let me escort her back to the brothel. Seriously? Should I not have offered? I didn't think you were thoughtful enough to accompany a lady home at night. What? Wait, what? That's a low blow. I thought that's what Didier would have done, so that's what I did. Oh, I see. Well, make sure she gets back safely then. I will. Yo, you just gonna stand there? Yo! Get moving or I'll leave you in the dust. How nice. Alright, this should do. The back streets aren't particularly welcoming to new faces popping up and wandering around after dark. Wouldn't want you to get mugged on your way back. I don't need that in my conscience right now. Alright. Out of curiosity, is the brothel you work at now the same one that was attacked 4 years ago? Nah, different place. I figured honestly it'd just be a different place entirely anyway, so meh. Unless someone's done something with it, the one from 4 years ago is still abandoned. I thought about fixing it up, getting everyone back together. There's not many of us left, and well, I'm not even sure I want to go back myself, you know? Understandable. What was Morgana like when she was there? Not sure to tell you. She never talked much, so I'm not sure if she even liked being around us. I can assure you she did. She told me her time in the brothel was one of the few chapters of her life she remembers fondly. If that's true, that's great to hear. It's probably actually this conversation that actually makes all the difference, that choice. There were times I thought maybe we should take her to an orphanage somewhere. But well, you know how my experience living at one of those went, so... Yeah. At the same time, it's not like a bunch of whores were gonna make better parents. So I was never really sure what the right thing to do was. And then after the raid, well, I felt like shit. Shouldn't be there. I simply thought it was a good idea to keep a little girl in the lawless back streets. I can't tell you what the best choice would have been. Yeah, it just seems like a pretty rough situation all around anyway, even like with everyone's backgrounds. I can tell you her time with you changed her for the better. So you don't need to feel guilty about choosing to keep her there. I appreciate it. If it's not too much trouble, could you tell me about Morgana in more detail? It's a bit late tonight, so how about tomorrow? I got a little something I want to give you too. Oh? It's nothing much, but you'll see. I'll sneak into the courtyard again tomorrow night. Break into the window. Please. Please. Be funnier. Alright. I'll meet you there then. Anyway, I'm off. Actually, one last thing before I go. Take this. What? A knife? To protect yourself. You sure don't look like you're carrying anything. I'm not, but if I take this, then you... It's fine, I got two. Exactly resourceful. You have... Collecting pointy things is one of my hobbies. That's amazing. She's just honestly more and more great, honestly. I kind of just enjoy characters that just more just like outgoing and just more like friendly and fun, honestly. Or just brash, honestly. Those kind of characters are always really, really fucking fun, honestly. That doesn't sound like the safest hobby. It's a great hobby, okay? I'm used to it. Anything with a nice sharp tip sends shivers to my spine. Okay. maybe I didn't need to know that much, but okay. Makes my heart skip a beat. I'm not sure those are appropriate feelings to have about blades. This reminds me of the time Jacopo gave Maria a cartridge. She got pretty excited about that too. I can understand taking an interest in weaponry, but hers seems somewhat excessive. Dangerously so. Well, anyway, I don't see why you shouldn't take it. She's a point. A point? It is dangerous at night. I'd honestly rather not be carrying a knife at all. Dude, don't be pacifist. At least not to that extent. What? Why not? They scare you. Oh, I'll be fine. It's only for self-defense, not hurting other people. Yeah, I mean, even I, like, kind of have a thing with knives, honestly. But, like, again, experience, honestly. But even then, I can literally just say it can just be for self-defense. Just take it. Take it already, Michelle. Take it already! Really, you don't have to worry about me. I do appreciate the consideration, though. If you say so. Okay, I'll take it. Thank you. Just the entire time thinking in your head, she's like standing, like holding out the knife like to him. Just the entire time is like just wondering, like, oh, it's gonna take you this long just to think about this and actually consider it and take it. It's nothing. Just give it back to me tomorrow night and we're all good. Anyway, see you then. Stay warm. I'm pretty sure I'm dressed much warmer than her. We should get going too. Alright. It is chilly tonight, though. She's great. It true? Did you hear that? I thought I heard a voice. I did. It came from the bushes over there. I'm gonna see if I can get a little closer. Hi? Oh! Oh, that's another reason. Oh, shit, that's another reason to stay out, honestly, instead of going back to the house, honestly, to the mansion to sleep. Ooh, two things in one day. We're speedrunning this shit. We're speedrunning. You hear that? We're going places. We're 100% in clearing this place now, huh? Is it true? About the observation tower? Do you believe it is? Are we witnessing a tryst? In any other circumstances, I would just walk away and let them be. But she mentioned the tower, so I can't. I should listen in and try not to get caught. Eavesdropping! Stop being a creep, Michelle! No, I would still do it here. Agreed. Several different people told me the same thing. There's someone being held in the tower. Who was the first to mention it? Michelle. You know, The man who showed up yesterday? He's staying in a room in the mansion. Ah, the one with the white hair. Yeah, him. Oh, the best part is actually, I guess in a weird roundabout way, if something bad happens to Michelle, actually, that would mean Pauline technically is proven, to her straight out, honestly, and would shake up, I guess, her, ideal of him, honestly. Yeah, either way. Ooh. Who else told you? Nellie. And Molly hasn't said anything to me personally. She says Mel confirmed it as well. I see. No, there's no need for concern. The only thing in the tower is the Lord's fortune. Trust me, please. Pauline. You know how many enemies the Lord has. You know how many of them would like nothing more than see him fall. This allegation that he has someone imprisoned as personal property is nothing more than a fabrication by these people. Don't be one of them. Support him. Support me. It's a terrible shame Mel and Nellie think the Lord would do such a thing. Don't listen to Pauline, he's lying to you. Should I stay hidden or should I intervene? I believe you more than anyone in the world. You have my complete trust, you know that. But I would still like to see for myself. If there's no one in the tower, then that proves their accusations are baseless. Pauline, I want to trust you even more, so please, let me see what's in the observation tower. Please. You said there's no one there, so it shouldn't be any problem, right? Okay. I'll talk to the Lord when he's here tomorrow. I can't let you in without his permission, of course. But once I've spoken with him, I'll take you to see what's in the tower. Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna be a whole different thing. Like, now I'm just wondering basically to what extent that Yukimasa actually really loves Pauline now. It's making me, like, antsy now. It's getting late. You should head back. Okay. Don't look so glum, Pauline. We'll see each other again tomorrow night, as usual. Yeah. Well, good night. Good night. Sounds like she convinced him. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Yeah. You could always move Morgana before letting Pauline in. We'll have to keep a close eye on him tomorrow. Yeah, I figured. I know you're out there. Well, I figured you'd be spotted anyway. What? Show yourself. If you won't come to me, I'll come to you. I have a good idea where you're hiding. Michelle? Fine, so to show yourself, did you? How'd you know I was there? Instincts! Hunter's instincts. Bestial instincts. Simple. Can sense the presence of others. Their auras! See? It's literally all coming together! It's the vibes! The vibes are off! I could tell you were in the area because of the vibes. That's hardly what I would call simple for most people. It's the vibes. If you're trained to sense it, then yes. I mean, I guess, like, people, like, do have the sensation of, like, something watching them a lot, so, it's not that unfounded, so. I was hoping to enjoy the show a little longer. Huh? Remember what I said supper about our little sideshow? What about it? Well, it looks like we have to go off script. Go off what? Oh, wait, actually that choice of making sure she goes, like, we go with, well, it could just be either way. Like, this actually helps, like, whether or not helps out in the end, or literally just getting him over here. Either way. Because honestly, it does feel like it could go good or bad either way right now. So, eh. Unlike the first choice, where literally, it was me a bad idea no matter what. But this is a bit different, like, dealing with that. Because I feel like anyway, no matter what, the only thing that's different here, this choice, honestly, is, we're out later than we would normally, honestly. Go off what? You still don't get it. And this music is not helping at all. He sounds pretty agitated, Michelle. You need to get out of there now. Can you not see him, Giselle? What? He's got his hand on his sword. Can't risk turning my back on him. Should have stepped in while Pauline was still around. Well, there's no choice for that, so I don't have many opportunities to do this these days. I was planning on taking it nice and slow. There are so many obstructions outside. Makes this kind of work difficult. Michelle? If you care about none, about Pauline. She really means something to you. Then you need to set Morgana free. Keeping her locked up will bring no one anything but pain. And that includes Pauline. And why should I care? Yeah, I figured. Michelle! I feel something resembling a gale. Next thing I know, the man's inches away from me, swinging his sword down. The knife. Clash! Miraculously, I managed to get the blade out just in time, catching his sword mid-descent with a sharp clang. Wait, does that mean literally we would still see this whole, like, conversation no matter what? We just have a knife on hand? Oh, sweet. Sweet. Butterfly effect. For a brief, very brief moment, a look of perplexity crosses his face. Now's my chance to run. Book for the hills. Go! Scamper! Run! Michelle! How? I stagger from the impact, and as I fall to the ground, I catch sight of it. The curved blade sticking out my chest. He must have thrown his sword to prevent my escape. Michelle! Michelle, what's happening? Stay with me! Stay with me! Ugh. I focus on the searing pain spreading through my chest to keep my mind from growing any hazier. I've been crawling, trying to put some distance between us. Well, if it's in your chest, I think you're dead anyway. So I think probably the choice honestly led to him just seeing this whole conversation then. But it seemed like a nice genuine thing to do. I do actually feel pretty bad about this though. And from behind. The man slams his heel into my back. How anticlimactic. I thought you'd hold out a little longer, considering you managed to brandish that knife. Well, not very, we don't know self-defense that well, so. Don't. Please, what are you doing? Get away from him. I'm begging you, spare him. There's a name engraved in the handle. So it's not even your knife. Maria. Put that down. Michelle! Who'd you get this from? Answer me. Not feeling cooperative, are we? That knife has always belonged to me. Maria simply refers to the Virgin Mary. Well, it shouldn't be too hard to find out who they are. I know it's not her, at least. So Mel, his sister, and this Maria are all colluding with you. What are you going to do to them? That should be obvious. Leave them alone. No, why does that have to happen? It's not funny. The more lives you take, the farther you become from human. It's not what you want, is it? I've always been a killer. I've always had this insatiable urge to take life. But I know you also wanted to enjoy your reunion with them in the afterlife. Michelle! Yeah. No. Please beg for life, would you? Don't. Please stop this. Crawl through the dirt like the worm you are, and beg for me to spare you. Why are you doing this? Like, I figured honestly that Pauline actually would take maybe time, like, until tomorrow, honestly, to ask him. But I guess, like, that vision of the beginning, if they do talk almost every night, honestly, like, they do regular meetings, then I guess, yeah. No, please stop. Not even a scream, really? You're no fun. Stop it, don't do this. No! Huh. I actually am really surprised by that bad end, actually. I'm not really that, like, taken off guard by, like, bad choices, but, like, that was actually an interesting one. That's an interesting butterfly effect, actually. That's actually... Oh, that's really effective. That's really good, actually. Like, honestly, I actually do really feel like... like, heart-poundingly, like, this is a bad choice, like, it was my fault type of deal, honestly. Like, yeah. The man's deranged cackling. Giselle's desperate screams begin fading into the distance. I have long since lost any sort of idea of the condition of my body. Attempts to save Giselle and Morgana. Managed to not only fail that, but endanger everyone who was kind enough to help me. What have I accomplished? Anything at all? Dead end. So, what we learned, apparently don't be a gentleman then, apparently. It was mostly just that, but like, like, what's, like, I guess getting the knife actually would just, I didn't realize that her name was actually engraved into it, though. So, yeah, it was just a whole brief thing, but no matter what, that means that, since, like, they're acquaintances, honestly, and, like, he really does, like, I don't even know if he does care, if he literally just is going down just the rabbit hole, just killing anyway for the sake of it. Like, it's one of those things I can't tell if he actually does care at all, or if he just putting up a facade, honestly, because he cares enough not to harm her or kill her, honestly, to keep Assad up or not. So I don't quite know. I mean, like, in Door 2, like, he kept up, trying to be polite and all, honestly, all of that for him, Michelle, honestly, in that door, like, when he was different form, anyway. I can't even recall, honestly, if, like, their names were the same in that one. I think, like, I definitely remember they were the same name, but I can't tell there's anything else going on. It mostly just feels wrong to me to consider, like, calling Michelle, like, a girl in those, honestly. That's how much I kind of just feel uncomfortable, like, even trying to, like, say that and try to give context, like, he was a different form every single time, honestly. So, like, either way, like, if he does, like, if Yukimasa does care about Pauline that much, like, he kind of just made things worse for his own self, honestly, if he does care. And if he, like, tries to say, like, it doesn't matter, honestly, why he should care or not. Either way, he just made things worse for himself. But up to the other choice now. Who knew that being a gentleman actually would lead to the worst outcome at all? Okay, fine. Honestly, like, there was so many good scenes there, honestly. Well, I appreciate the thought. See ya. Hold on a second. Something else you needed? I would like, if you could, for you to tell me about the time you spent with Morgana. Oh, it happens no matter what, either way. Like, it's not a, like, you're doing nice by her and then you start talking a bit more. It happens either way. Okay, then. Well, okay, then. Alright, then. So the choice honestly literally was just to see him, you see Pauline talking to him, to Yukimasa, honestly, earlier, I'm assuming, then later on, honestly. Okay, then. We got an interesting game over out of it anyway. Anything you can, no matter how insignificant it may seem. I want to know what kind of life she had there. How's tomorrow sound? Tomorrow? I'll sneak into the courtyard tomorrow night. Meet me there, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Why not now, though? No reason, just need a little time to sort things through. See you tomorrow night. Stay warm. I don't even have a chance to get another word in. Also, I feel like I'm dressed much warmer than her. Yeah, it's all the same anyway. At least I'm, the conversation, honestly. The only thing different, honestly, is where they talk about it. I kind of always like the small differences when choices like this come up. Like, I'll keep saying it again even when we go to other ones. But, like, seeing, like, some constants, like, that's because that's how the character would actually act. Just to, like, give maybe a... I know there's, like, there's one game that talks about that, like, if it's cemented in your brain, honestly, this is your personality, your character, like, that's technically how you would act. Like, there's no real choice to it. This is, like, how you would act. Like, it's not really free will on that sense from, you have multiple ways to go about it. More just different ways you just go about doing the same thing. Or you get convinced to do something else. Like, what was that? I guess a good way to explain this, spoiling some other game, or like, lightly spoiling another one, is I've been recently going through, like, the first season of the Walking Dead Telltale games. And, like, that game makes completely abundantly clear that even though you're playing and making choices as Lee, the first episode makes it completely clear you're not in complete control of all his decisions. I mean, he lies and, like, doesn't say a choice you make, honestly, to, like, the police officer in the beginning. And, like, he lies and tries to hide secrets about himself, honestly, as it goes on. Like, there's some stuff which he himself would choose no matter what, honestly. And always little details like that for games would just be constant just for like the story to keep going on, or literally just how you think like the character, no matter what, would think to do. Honestly, like they would do this no matter what, like whether just because their own past or personality or character. Honestly, like it's so interesting. Honestly, so like I always appreciate when games do this or like have like little, I guess, dead end or branching paths where you can see like technically what the characters would do in these circumstances while staying true to themselves. But the differences like that you see between them and what's same, honestly, spells out much more about them than anything else. Like, oh boy, it's gonna be so much fun doing that with Echo, honestly. Because even the dead ends for that game, honestly, there's like small details, honestly, which even matter to like characters, honestly, in totality. It characterizes them even more, honestly. Oh, it's gonna be great. Giselle? Giselle? What? Oh, hello. What is it? I'm wondering exactly why you were just, like, in thought then here, honestly, then. Like, what changed here? You've been so quiet, I was just getting concerned. It's good to know you're still there. I guess I sort of dozed off for a bit. I'm fine, though. No need to worry. Are you sure? I think we should head back too. Are you still? Oh, wait! I only just hit me now. Is it really you're still thinking about Maria and like calling you a creep in the door 3? Honestly, you're still thinking about that. You're still ruminating over it. Okay, I know there's a whole thing of like you're still like probably changing, like getting it out of phase in your life. Honestly, so yeah, there'll probably be times where you're just like thinking back on it now. So yeah, we done about everything we can today. You're right. Running into Maria was a great stroke of luck. And taking her back would be a stroke of bad luck. Like, honestly, actually bad luck, nothing else to it. Like, not even just like, it was like the bad choice to make. It was literally just bad luck, honestly. Thanks to her, we now have confirmation that the nun is indeed Pauline. And we've potentially convinced Pauline to try and talk to the swordsman. Depending on how things pan out tomorrow, we could be getting very close to accomplishing our goal. I'm sure it'll be smooth sailing, just like with Mel. I certainly hope so. Hopefully so, and we don't get killed in our sleep. So, before you go to sleep, do you want to talk for a bit and stay awake before the swordsman comes and tries to assassinate us while we sleep, like classical fare? Of course. In fact, I was going to ask you the same thing. That's what you say, but on the inside, you actually enjoy being surrounded by girls more than talking to me, don't you? And you seem to enjoy teasing me. It's fun! I'm just kidding. Truthfully, I don't think I've ever wished you were there to save me more than then. Never been comfortable in such spirited environments. Put 3 women in a room and it'll get like that, yeah. It can be overstimulating. I could not have been more on my element. I don't know. You seem to fit in pretty well to me. You really think so? Well, you made for a great plaything. Oh yes, I'm quite good at that, aren't I? Man, like, what was it? I just like also another thing to bring up. I wonder if I should even bring up as a small spoiler or not. I guess like skip ahead if you don't want to. I guess like to the next like text box. I guess like I was gonna that Harry Potter fanfic New Blood. Like there's technically a character in there that's like intersex. Like they bring up the whole thing of like both being equally male and female, like sex-wise too. So I wonder if that like I haven't seen many stories like actually bring up like an intersex character, and obviously like even in that story like they prefer like being shown off to be like one gender, like just like they're more comfortable with it. So yeah, I'm also just I don't even remember if I actually said who the character was, but like it's a weird thing in my brain of like no like it's a weird war in my head of I'm trying to be respectful at the same time not spoil. I'm having cognitive dissonance now. God. Like, I'm wondering, like, if there's, like, how much that goes into play, honestly. Like, I don't see many stories that do, like, have an intersex character. And, like, obviously with just the 2 I've read so far that explicitly have them, like, they tend to go towards, like, goes to one side of, like, presenting themselves, honestly, because that's what they're most comfortable with. I bet there's like some characters that decide to go maybe both ways, or literally just just non-binary, so I'm more intrigued and curious about that. Now, it's been stuck in my brain for a while, which even in that story, when they bring up, like, magic being in that story about, like, since they're intersex, honestly, they're both, like, have, and I guess a weird roundabout way to explain, like, both male and female magic. I don't know best explain it honestly than that. I might just be talking in my ass, honestly, or just digging my hole, honestly, but that's been on my mind for a bit, at least that general concept, I guess, a bit. Like, you're both, honestly, or not. It's mostly just how you choose, like, which one you decide to choose for yourself, honestly. Oh yes, I'm quite good at that, aren't I? I will say, there was one thing with the whole affair that surprised me. Oh, what would that be? I did not expect I would be able to have such a normal social interaction. Not because I'm an awkward or poor conversationalist. You're kind of awkward, or mostly just like you have a bit of anxiety because of how your past was, which I completely get, I completely understand. For most of my life, I was cursed, irregular, and you were the only one who didn't treat me like that. That came to be what I saw as normal. To be honest, I'm actually surprised how well adjusted you came up being from everything that happened, actually. I'm more surprised about that. It's not unheard of, but I'm actually a bit more surprised about that. It probably is from how much you spent with them, maybe with talking things out with just at least for the most part before, without saying that I'm like you were intersex, honestly. It could be that. It like was a big weight off your shoulders, honestly. Or at least you refrained how you thought about and approach things, honestly. That can honestly be all the difference in the world, honestly, which is actually kind of something I'm still trying to learn myself, honestly. Both for a lot of different things, and I'm trying to get over some stuff as well. Don't know how much I want to talk about that, at least here. Maybe I'll talk about it later, but there's the whole thing again of like I don't want to trauma dump and all that. There's that, and I'm kind of already planning to do that somewhat to the extent in Echo, and maybe if it comes up again, like it's tried similar Grand Higurashi, maybe there again as well. But yeah, I don't want to be that person just extols like I'm like just sits down on a therapist chair and just goes, "It all started when I was born," that type deal, because I don't think anyone really wants to do that, honestly, unless it's interesting to hear, honestly. I don't want to force it on people anyway. And that came to be what I saw as normal. And as such, being able to participate in such a social gathering like that is a very exotic sensation. It feels almost like it shouldn't be possible. You are normal, Michelle. An ordinary man. This right here, this is what I always wished I had in my life. And for me to finally attain it in death. It's cruel, bitter irony somewhat, huh? And I suppose lamenting the details would make me ungrateful. I am glad to have the experience, though. I'm glad to hear it. So, I know I've been talking about how much I want to save Morgana. That hasn't changed, but neither has my desire to change everyone's future. But if you want to leave this place, to go somewhere far away and have a life of your own, you have my full support. Oh my god, that's, God, that's sweet. You've got everything you ever wanted. You have the right to choose to stay here, live in this time. I wouldn't dream of it. I'm not gonna leave you trapped in the darkness. I will not make the same mistake twice. Regardless, there's no point in me choosing a life without you there as well, in the flesh. Okay then. Well, I'll be in here waiting. Hopefully not for long. Just be close eyes and just like well, what can I do in the meantime for 8 hours? I don't know. I really think Morgana and I have a great deal in common. Yeah, the more I'm thinking about it, probably I'm Like probably like just seeing the extensive thing about of like your own like like tragedy of a life actually, like how your life turned into a tragedy. I guess a better way to put it instead would be you were in the same position to curse so many people honestly, but you didn't, and like that's actually a good kind of parallel the whole like we're just like a you and I villain hero type deal. But honestly, like it makes it more interesting story-wise for that. Like there's more connections, even if the story doesn't explicitly say it outright. Like there's like it's literally just there in the details, and you can piece them together to read it yourself. Like I've already had that before with several many stories honestly, and even now just like there's like, even some like like games I'm like years later just like realize something a bit new and different about them, which they never even hint about it at all. But if you just see the details there and just think about it, like you can just extrapolate that meaning honestly as well. Like, ooh. What? One, the daughter of God. One, a demon child. We were both forced into inhuman roles, living lives of solitude, constantly having things we cared about taken away from us, including, ultimately, our lives. The big difference between me and her is that I had you. If you hadn't been there at the end of my immortal life, perhaps I too would have grown to despise those who had put me through such misery. Curse their very souls. She had no one, though. Not a single person to be there for her final days. The people she could have had, they were twisted and turned against her, in a weird way. I mean, Mel, from the sound of it, could have, but then immediately things turned for the worse, and even by this point, I think it'd just be hard trying to trust that, honestly. And probably even with Maria, honestly, like, things could have turned out well there, honestly, if they found each other again, honestly. And they get along well enough, honestly. Even Maria, like, said outright, instead of, turning an old stern turns, like, she didn't like Pauline, but, like, she enjoyed, like, helping and taking care of Morgana, honestly. There's no, like, difference of opinion there. Like, if they met each other again there, then things probably would turn out easier. If only things were different. If only there was better luck and coincidence took hold again, and they found each other again. From what she told us, though, her life wasn't all sorrow and misery. She did eventually come to find happiness in her time at the brothel. In fact, she's even said that that was where she learned to experience joy. Well, I know there are a number of girls there. If Maria was one of them she was particularly close with, perhaps her being here could have a positive effect on Morgana. Again, I'm still wondering why she was roped into the curse, though. I'm wondering about that. Just because, like, Morgana wants someone there that she was close to be part there, but, like, still kind of, again, the gunshot thing and almost suffering there. I don't quite fully understand. It was a whole thing, again, of like, Maria was brought into the curse being reincarnated to bring about suffering to Jacopo and left unscathed. Then I completely understand, completely. But because she was gunned down, there's a tiny bit of doubt and hesitance in my brain for some reason. That we will. And then our time limit is noon the next day. So we'll need to have everything necessary figured out by then. Everything it'll take for her to have a change of heart. I'm not worried one bit. I have complete confidence in you, Michelle. I am somewhat worried. About being killed in your sleep? What's there to worry about? Are you kidding me, Giselle? Here, I'll shout, you can do it! 100 times. I'll do it right now. Yeah, no. You're planning to cheer me to death? I just want every last bit of you to know I'm rooting for you. I assure you made that abundantly clear. Hey, there's something I want to tell you, if that's alright. Yes? When I learned about your past and about your body, it came as a big shock to me. That said, I'm confident you know that my feelings for you haven't changed one bit. I do. But what I want you to know is that even if I had found out back then, instead of after having waited hundreds of years for you to return, my feelings still would not have changed. If you had told me while we were alive, I would have still accepted you. Oh, this conversation. I was wondering, honestly. It seemed like something they glossed over a tiny bit. Aw. Now, of course, I know it's not something you could have come out with so easily, especially considering everything you went through because of it. We only lived together for a little over a year, and we were only partners for a month. So understand how difficult it would have been to think I wouldn't push you away. But I'm not sure you grasped just how much I loved you even then. My wounds ran deeper than even I knew. And then fully healing was simply not possible. Anyone else's touch, anyone else's warmth, my body and my heart and body would have rejected. I sincerely wish I expressed that to you more clearly. That it had to be you. That I needed you. I did believe at the time that I could start over with you. That we could have a normal life together. Or well, I'd fooled myself into believing it. But I can never rid myself of the guilt and shame. At how it was impossible for me to give that to you. I would imagine our future together. You smiling with our children in your arms, playing with them, scolding them, teaching them. And then I remember I'm capable of giving you those children, or even engaging in those prerequisite acts. Well, there's adoption. And the more I wished for your happiness, the tighter that guilt constricted me. I do apologize for not saying anything. You carried far more weight than any one person should ever have to carry alone. But you don't have to worry you don't have to do that anymore. For one, I'll support you, no matter what. And this time, you're normal to everyone. You're normal to everyone, not only me. You have allies. You don't have to take everything on yourself anymore. I love you, Michelle. I do. I absolutely adore you. Where is this coming from? Well, I want to say it, so I did. Is that a problem? You have a problem with that, big guy? No, no problem. You just can't handle the big shows of affection. You're blushing, aren't you? Your cheeks are as red as tomatoes. Ah, I wish I could see you now. Get a mirror. I'm gonna open the window. Why? It's night. It's gonna be cold. Exactly. You need to cool down. Inviting the creepy crawlies and the bats inside. Oh, what's this? It looks like almost like a starry... Oh, it is a nice sky. I do love how, like, the backgrounds, like, have this nice, interesting texture to them. Again, it's one of those things I want to try to see if I can somehow learn and replicate on my own, too. Huh. What are you eyeing at? Have you never seen stars before, Giselle? It's a spring snow. Oh, it's snow? It's gorgeous. There was hardly a cloud when I was outside earlier, and now it's snowing. Are you worried Maria might catch something out there in this weather? Hopefully she's in bed by now. Well, just from how long, just from we seen the bad ending right now, then I'm, most likely, no, she's fine. And, like, it wasn't snowing when, we dropped her off. So, but, like, we just, like, you're stuck in your head, like, talking to yourself for who knows how long before it starts snowing in the middle of the night, so. I've never seen it snow in the spring before. Maybe I just wasn't paying any attention to what lay beyond the dark walls of the house. Maybe. Have you? Have I? Seen a springtime snow before? 3 or 4 times, perhaps. So not very often, no. So you've seen this already. Would it have been better if I hadn't? No, that's not what I'm saying. I just thought it'd be nice if it was the first time for both of us. You sound like a little kid. Romantical! Is it that childish? No! Giselle, what are you doing? You're ruining a romantic moment, and you're saying like I'm just like the Michelle doesn't do this often? Stop ruining it! Stop ruining the moment! Well, I don't mind either way. I'm still glad my first time seeing it isn't alone. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Little specks of white drifting through the darkness. Yes, I can see it. It's beautiful. I'm happy I could see this with you too. This is nice to actually see, like, Michelle actually smile, too. Just him always just frowning and just being completely stone-faced neutral most times. I guess you could say he's also healing a bit more as well. You don't want the wind to cool you off too much now. I think it's time for you to warm back up. Sorry, I'm so engrossed with the sight. Maybe let's stick and you can see it again tomorrow. The grounds would be quite lovely covered in snow. But for now, you should get some sleep. I suppose. You already passed out once today. You need to make sure you're well rested. Hard to argue with that. I'll be counting on your help again tomorrow. Our success or failure depends on how tomorrow goes. That it does. Let's make it count. Again, I'm still wondering how you can properly convince that guy, honestly. If they can somehow pleasingly manage to do that, then oh boy, I can even see, like, again, just label out again, like, why people consider this more and more of a masterpiece again. Good night, Giselle. Good night, Michelle. What's wrong? Oh. That's not a good sign.